I did it.
You did?
I did.
You hit the record button?
I did.
Okay. So, Thanksgiving, huh?
Yep.
How was that for you? I bet it was better than last time, though, wasn't it?
What did I even do last year?
You came here.
here.
You had.
Yeah.
Oh wait. So no, it wasn't as good as last year.
No, because this year I just worked.
And last year, my house was dope as shit, while your house was vegan.
Yep. I didn't eat shit at my house last year.
Yeah, I didn't really plan out very well for this Thanksgiving. Honestly, everybody I knew wasn't celebrating it, so I was like, "Fuck Thanksgiving," but I decided to go with it. I actually made plans, sort of plans with my sister, and it wasn't really planned. It was more like, "Hey, do you want to come over?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring pie." And I'm like, "Cool." And that's really as far as I got. And then Jasmine told me she got pie, so I was like, "Oh, I better go buy a turkey." So I fucking went and got a turkey last night and quickly made one and threw together a quick Thanksgiving dinner. And yeah, and you missed out.
I did miss out.
It was delicious.
You were late.
I had shit going on, man.
I know. I don't care. I
do. I wanted to eat.
You ate some pie, but it was good. The turkey, bro, you missed out. I actually fucking I made it pretty decent. It was juicy. Like the turkey breast was juicy.
Nice.
Wasn't all
Amazing.
dried out like normal turkey is. You know, you have to drink.
It's rare to get a really good cooked turkey.
Right, you usually have to throw cranberry sauce with that shit to get some moisture.
No, you know what I did when I made my last turkey I made? I put celery in the turkey ass. Like you stuff it.
The turkey ass, in the hole.
Yeah, you know the little hole.
Because the turkey ass is my favorite part of the turkey. And I was like, you're not shoving shit in that ass.
No, you just put celery. You put like a stack of celery in there, like uncut. Like it's got like 3 little things of celery in there. Shove that bitch in there. And then cut up some onions and shit and put that in there and around it and add more celery around the base of it and other vegetables and stuff. And
what's the science behind this?
Well, and then you put foil over it.
Okay.
And you still got the thermometer on it, so you can tell when it's done, obviously. But like, the vegetables add extra moisture inside the foil with the turkey.
I just kind of eyeball it.
That's how you get salmonella.
I like that shit. Though,
That's how you get E. coli and die.
That's how I get these really cool eye worms. You know, when I look at the light, you see them floating around. It's like, how do I keep my friends around? Eat raw turkey and pork.
Gross.
Just try sometime.
Nah, I'm good.
I don't fucks with you unless you eat raw chicken.
I hate that fucking post.
Who the fuck eats medium rare chicken, man? That's fucking disgusting. Ugh.
I know one person.
Who's it?
Corcoran.
Oh, yeah. Because he can't cook fucking chicken for shit.
Remember they tried to smoke a chicken?
Did
and
he?
It turned out all pink. Oh, you weren't there for that?
No, I was glad I'm not.
He tried to smoke this chicken and he seasoned it and like put all kinds of shit on it. Puts it in the smoker. Opens up the smoker like several hours later, and it looks exactly how it looked before he put it in the smoker.
How long did he leave it in the smoker?
I don't know, like a few hours.
How much heat was in this smoker?
I wasn't there for all that. I was in my
That's
room.
so fucking lame.
But yeah, he was like, "Yeah, chicken's done," and I go out there like, "Yeah, it smells good," and you cut into it, and only like that top layer of chicken is done. Everything else was like pink on the inside. And Raekwon was with me that day, and so you got like. Your 2 black friends here, like craving chicken. You cut it open and it's still bleeding out and shit. We're like, we're good. We'll just go to like Hooks or some shit.
God damn it, Eric. Yeah, no.
Or were you there when I was grilling chicken at my old place? And he decided
black.
he wanted to take over, and it was like black on the outside, but like uncooked on the inside. But my chicken that I cooked was like
Vaquita's vagina.
Ugh.
Do you remember how dark Vaquita was?
Yes.
Oh, that's really gross. Yeah, it looked weird.
Yeah, uncooked poultry is not what it do.
I hear you get all kinds of weird diseases from it, but
Like pink eye.
I'm not. I'm pretty sure you get pink eye from like buttholes and like feces and fecal matter, but raw chicken. I'm sure you get something too. Yeah, salmonella.
Yep.
I always thought that was the same thing as the flour, salmonella.
That's a flour?
Yeah, it's like what they make fucking pasta out of. Like when I made the spaghetti and shit.
Oh, flour, like poof flour,
yeah.
not like a plant flour.
Salmonella or Simonilo.
Like flour, I'm going to put this shit on my face to make it look like I've been cooking all day, but it's just Rice Krispie treats.
Wait. How do you get flour from Rice Krispie treats?
You don't remember the commercial where the lady?
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's like in her kitchen like reading all day. And then her family shows up like, where's the Rice Krispie treats? And she's like, I've been slaving all day. Here they come. And then she just, poof, put some flour on her face. And she's like, here they go. Took me all fucking day to make. Like she's been cleaning and cooking greens and shit.
And nowhere in the fucking recipe does it call for flour.
Not even once.
Not even once. I ain't never, ever ate Rice Krispie treats with flour. Maybe with some like hash butter or some shit, but.
That sounds good.
It is until you have too many and you can't remember what happened. You find yourself walking around in Plymouth with cans of peaches and peas in your pocket.
This is based off a true story, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is. I ate a bunch of mushrooms and a bunch of those, and I don't remember what happened. But I do remember my feet hurting and my pants legs being torn up.
So why the canned vegetables? Were you like planning for Armageddon to happen that night?
I was fucking hungry, apparently. I'm guessing I was wandering the streets looking for a can opener because I didn't have one. And I assume if I had a can of peaches and a can of peas that I was trying to eat them.
Weren't you in a house?
I was in the street.
No, before you left, though.
I don't remember.
How'd you get the cans?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whose socks I was wearing. There were some fucking little kids' socks, some little girls' socks. Like, I don't know where they came from.
Who was you eating the mushrooms with?
A group of friends that I don't
that
really...
are like 8? Like what?
Actually, they were like 28 and stuff. They were adults.
That wear little girl socks?
They had sisters, I'm sure. Hey, all I know is I came to and I had girl socks on with tore up pants and a can of peas and peaches in the middle of Plymouth, and my feet hurt. And I assumed I was gone for a day. But Chantel got mad at me and told me I was gone for like a couple of days, which I still call bullshit on. Jenny backs her up, but Jenny likes to fucking do that sister solidarity bullshit. Like, no, I don't. She likes to lie. Let's just say that. She likes to lie
agree,
sometimes.
despite the lack of concrete evidence.
Exactly. Because there's no proof that it lasted that long based on the fact I didn't know what day it was when I ate the mushrooms.
Ha!
Exactly.
Take that, calendar lady.
Right. Try to tell me how many guns I can keep in my gun.
How many days I can live my life.
Right? I don't remember it, though. It had to have been fun. But when I came to, I was in pain. And my feet hurt. I had blisters. And I went back home and
How far do you suppose you walked?
I don't know. I was like 2-3 miles away from Jenny's house in New Hope.
And where'd you end up after you walked?
I don't fucking know. I was in Plymouth somewhere.
So, were you still walking when you came to?
Yeah, I was on my feet.
And then how did you get home?
I continued to walk. Because I didn't have a car or anything. I was on foot, man.
So you potentially could have walked like a solid 10, 12 miles that night.
I don't feel like I could have. I just don't feel like it's possible that I missed that fucking long. But Jenny and Chantel were bitching at me the moment I got back in the house. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was only gone for like 12 or 24 hours. But to them, I was gone for like 2 days or 3 days. Or some lying shit like that.
Probably hitchhiked with a trucker who had more mushrooms.
I don't know if it was much. He probably roofied me. I probably got roofied and I just don't remember it. Now, come to think of it, my ass did hurt a little bit. No.
Woke up with a sore ass and shaven legs. How do you explain that?
I don't know. And a lot of regret. So, you didn't do shit for Thanksgiving? Well,
Not really. I mean, I ate with my family and stuff. We joked around and stuff. We made a lot of jokes. It's funny. It's funny when I talk to like my brother and sister, Latoya and Junior, because my sister Grace is way younger, and a lot of our conversations take place in a time that Grace wasn't alive, and so she either feels left out or lost in time. Like, for example, we were talking about. My mom brought up The Preacher's Wife, said that Grace should watch it.
that fucking movie.
And I was like, oh, here we go again with The Preacher's Wife. And my brother and sister, like the older of the two, were like, oh, yeah, she should totally watch it. It's a good movie. And then because of Whitney Houston being in it, Junior like segues into The Bodyguard. He starts singing the theme song.
Yes.
I was like, Kevin Costner is the greatest actor of our time.
Of all time. No joke. Of all time. You seen Mr. Brooks. You seen Dances with Wolves. You seen fucking Waterworld. That's the fucking man.
But then I brought up Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Exactly.
Both Latoya and Junior were like, that movie's the shit. Ah!
Oh, exactly. Build it, they will come.
And then my mom asked Grace if she had ever seen the Robin Hood movie. And Grace was like, no. And I was like, do you even know who Kevin Costner is? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, why would you even ask her that?
Oh, man. I'm like the fucking number one guy when it comes to his fan club. I'm joking. But you know who I really dig, and this is no joke?
Morgan Freeman.
I dig Morgan Freeman King, but I really like Bruce Campbell. Like, that's my dude.
Bruce Campbell's the dude.
That's my dude. I always liked him since that. What was that movie? Evil
Dead.
Evil Dead. Yes, Evil Dead and all that shit.
Army of Darkness.
Fuck yeah, that's my jam.
Have you watched Ash vs. Evil Dead yet?
I still am okay because the kids want to watch it, right? But I refuse to let them watch the series without watching the movies. Now, my problem is I only have Army of Darkness and Evil Dead 2. And I want them to watch all three of them.
A lot of the shit in the second one happens in the first one.
Yeah, I know. The second one's like a reimagining of the first one, you know, but I still like it better.
Yeah.
I still like to keep the first one and the second one separate, like it's a totally different movie, but it's not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just haven't let the kids watch it yet. So I haven't watched it yet because I'm not letting those little fuckers watch it without me, because they already ruined shit for me about other shows. They're talking about shit that I ain't never seen, and I'm like, I wanted to watch that. Thanks for telling me about who dies.
And half the time when they're spoiling shit, it's just spoilers that they got from the internet. Like,
yeah, like they watched off of fucking YouTube clips.
Like,
is that your phone?
No.
Don't lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was
the
ghost of ESPN.
You got your volume up?
No. Who's that?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know, man. So you guys sat around and talked. You know, it was a different Thanksgiving for you too, wasn't it? Because you actually ate like turkey and shit this time.
Well, I mean, I eat turkey and shit every Thanksgiving. I just had to leave home last year to do that shit.
Yeah, because last year it wasn't happening like that. Yeah, this year,
my mom and Latoya both made the decision to be vegans 2 years in a row, and I kind of just, I guess it was the last 2 years where I had to leave to eat meat.
Yep.
I mean, whatever.
Didn't you come over the year before too? Or at least at some point.
Yeah, because do you remember the year before I was complaining about how Latoya was talking all this game about vegan butchers, and I was like, it's not vegan butcher.
What the
There's
fuck?
No fucking meat.
That's
like,
an oxymoron, dude.
You're talking to a fucking botanist.
Yes. You're talking to a guy who tosses salads.
Talks to salads.
Yeah. Talks to salads. No, tosses salads, but yeah, he talks to salads too, apparently.
Mr. Salad, how can we make you taste like meat?
So, I found out something interesting today, or a few days ago. I really don't keep track of time. But anyways, that the Impossible Whopper is made by this company that makes like all of this fake meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not even tested, and that's not even like passing any like regulation shit. Like, it's not approved at all.
So it could be potentially meat.
it could be potentially. Well, actually, I can't remember the process because I'm not gonna pretend to remember the entire article. I did read that article, by the way. I didn't just read a fucking headline, but I'm just really high, and I can't remember. But there is an article out there that explains exactly how they make the meat, but they have no idea what it does, and it's not tested, and they're just selling it out there, and everybody's eating it.
That's fucking wild.
You ever seen the movie The Stuff?
No, but you told me about that movie.
With the yogurt, or the yogurt that comes out of the ground. Like, who the fuck, this old man walks up. I feel like we had this conversation before.
Wait, no, I think I have seen that movie.
With the yogurt and the yogurt.
No,
I'm
thinking about the yogurt from Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah, well it's similar.
Yeah,
it's same plot. I think that's where they got the idea from, because some old country bumpkin at some farm factory walks up and he sees like this bubbling puddle on the ground, and it's like white yogurt shit, and he's like, "What is it?" And he smells it, and then he puts it in his mouth. It's like, "Oh, it's real good." Keeps it a secret, and then him and his friend patent it and fucking start slanging it, and nobody knows what it is. Everybody loves it, and it's like an alien taking over people's bodies and shit. It's fucking cool.
There was a Doctor Who episode like that.
Yeah,
same shit. It was like some weird fucking white yogurt type shit.
Yeah,
but it was really aliens.
Yeah,
and it was making people like fat and shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
See, that idea is stolen and just refurbished for new media. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, hey, did you see anything before the 80s about some white foam that was like, not the blob. The blob was fucking, that's jelly. But any like white pudding substance that controlled people or did anything?
It's possible, but I'm not going to remember that part.
Well, you know.
I'm not going to name the movie, but if I see it, I might have seen it. If it comes out, I don't know if I've seen it before. But some of the names of the movies I don't remember.
Was that seen in a Akira account?
Yeah. I suppose the one in Akira counts, but I mean, that's like a bloody pulp. It's like a giant brain.
No, I'm talking about where he's in the room just chilling, and then like it just starts leaking milk and shit. And
oh
then,
yeah. Okay. No, I don't think so. It's similar. It's almost it's a vein next to it, not the same vein.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nobody's eating that shit.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I had to segue into that for some reason.
Yeah.
Weed. That's probably why.
You know what I was thinking about all day today?
What's that?
Was I'm wondering how many like current day white people are like celebrating Thanksgiving. And you know, like some families do that, like, what are you thankful for bullshit?
Yeah.
Like how many families are sitting there like praying, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm thankful that we've been free from the oppression of the Catholic English rule."
I don't know. You know what? That's probably
because that's like their whole backstory for Thanksgiving, right?
I think so.
Like white people was oppressing other white people, and those white people wasn't having it, so they came here, and somehow there's like native people and a cornucopia full of fruit and turkeys and shit.
I guess so. I think that's not how it goes. I mean, it's pretty close.
Something about corn.
Details are missing from there, but I watched a bunch of shit on it. There's like a bunch of different different perspectives on it, on how all that shit went down. But like from an outline, it was like they came over, and motherfuckers almost dying, and shit from being and starving through the winter, and we're like, hey, the dude who was like, man, I got these people that I'm trying to kill, and maybe these white folks here will help me out if I help them, and that's how it happened. It wasn't like dude's just trying to help people.
Right.
He was like, dude, I'm like battling with this other tribe, and like these motherfuckers.
That's not how they played it in the history books. No. They're like, some friendly natives showed up and gave them food, and now they're friends.
They were like, these motherfuckers are dying and sick as fuck. Let's help them out, and then maybe they can help us out. And shit went down, and here we are today, and I'm speaking English. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's probably a bunch of people who think about it. I know since the protests happened, with the pipeline and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and when Obama declared like November National fucking Native Month or something like that.
Indigenous people,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. At that same time, there was like a whole shit ton of Native protesters getting shot in the face with water cannons by the U.S. Army and privatized fucking security teams, you know.
And nobody was really acknowledging it except for like.
Yeah,
people
well, and
like
Obama had a chance to stop it, and he didn't. He delayed it for a little bit, and he held out. But then he was like, nah, and it was still in his term.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting. I thought he was gonna hold out till the end of his term, and then let Trump take the fall. Like, okay, yeah, because Trump was gonna be in office soon, anyways.
That's how Bush let them dominoes fall when Obama got into office.
Yeah, but it didn't happen that way, and Obama kind of fucking left us high and dry and shit, or wet and cold. But yeah.
Isn't there currently a protest going on in Hawaii?
Yeah, there's a protest.
Really? For what?
Yeah, same shit.
They're, protecting the mountain.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know on what island?
I can't think of it.
Kamehameha.
What?
Kamehameha. One of
The
those.
mountain?
Whichever island that is.
I know there's a statue of King Kamehameha on Oahu.
Yeah.
In like Waikiki, but like. Let me look into this.
I think it starts with the king.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of their shit does, like Kailua.
Kilauea, there's like Kauai.
Kauai.
And then,
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of-
shit, dude.
there's a lot of.
Keanu.
Yeah. The island of Keanu.
Keanu and Black. We're gonna get that shit going one of these days. We're supposed to make puppets. We were supposed to make puppets like a long fucking time ago, and we never did. And yeah, we're.
Is it over the telescope?
What?
Okay, yeah, they're choosing Mauna Kea for the site location of the 30-meter telescope, and they're not having it.
Yeah, you know why?
There's way taller. There's equally tall mountains elsewhere in Hawaii. Like they closed down Sacred Falls National Park.
Why don't they just go to
Go
fucking
there.
Mount Everest, where it's the tallest place in the world, and all them people are dying and waiting in line
Give
to
them
do
an excuse
so.
to people, or for those people to stop going. Because no one
There's
wants to go see a
so-
telescope.
Do you know how many people go there now? It's like insane. People are fucking dying from
Yeah, I was
waiting
watching
in
a
line.
segment
and
on HBO about it on last week tonight when
oh, look at
it was hitting
you.
the news and shit.
Showing
and, like, all
how
the Sherpas
much
were
money
talking
you
about
got.
how they're bringing like dozens of people up at a time.
Yeah.
And nobody's like going in single file line, and people are shoving each other out the way to get to the peak of Everest, and motherfuckers are falling over and dying and getting injured, and a lot of motherfuckers are getting sick and dying just from being out there in like, conditions they're not used to and shit like that. And there's not enough resources for everybody, because usually a Sherpa is only supposed to guide like 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 tops.
You know what? If they were fucking cool, they could like eat the bodies that are all over the fucking place.
Like those motherfuckers that crashed
Alive?
their planes. Yeah.
Alive, that movie.
That soccer
Alive.
team.
Yep.
From cannibals.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. That's what they did. I remember that movie. I was like, oh, he
I'm
cut
gonna
a.
die anyway. Just take my leg.
He's like, here, just cut a piece out, look like a little wax. They're like, and then he just kept on doing it. Like,
Mhm.
Who's gonna cook that shit?
nope, they
Nope.
was raw dogging that shit.
Raw dogging it.
That is really gross.
No,
But you know what?
you can get some kind of disease from that.
Yeah, well, you stay away from the human spinal column and the brain, and you're all right. Because you get like psychosis and shit from the bacteria. Like for some reason, it makes you fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, just like eat the booty. Or, actually, I heard the side, the butt, and the inner thigh is like the most tender spots.
How'd you want to go for the cheek and the tongue?
And the cheek too.
I was about to say that's what I heard from listening to True Crime Podcast.
Yeah, the cheek. Fucking, what was his name? I'm talking about Fish, Albert Fish.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyways, Thanksgiving.
We ate face meat.
We ate face meat. Well, whenever you eat chorizo, you're usually eating fucking face meat because that's where it comes from, usually.
Like the pig face?
Yep. I like beef head, like the cabeza. The cabeza. I can't remember what it's called. It's something, the cabeza. But it's really good meat. It's almost as good as lengua, man.
Lengua's good.
Mm-hmm. Now, could you imagine if we were eating that for Thanksgiving? That'd be really good. Bunch of tongue. Just imagine that as the centerpiece. Everybody, you see little kids drawing tongues instead of turkeys with feathers.
I think the only reason that the turkey is like the whole Thanksgiving thing, like the little mascot for Thanksgiving, is not even because of like, oh, this is what we typically eat this time of year. It's more of like a Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be a national symbol instead of the eagle.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'll fucking put that shit in Thanksgiving. Y'all gonna get that turkey.
I heard from somebody who was arguing with me on Twitter that Thanksgiving is actually made by Lincoln to celebrate soldiers. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, I never heard this before, but if it's true, then let it be about that, because I don't ever hear about that shit, ever. And I'm actually Google that shit right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. Lincoln, what did I say he did? Lincoln's Thanksgiving proclamation.
Because of soldiers and shit like that. I don't know, man. I feel like Thanksgiving is just a really commercialized holiday nowadays. I mean, I appreciate it for the food and the time I get to spend with my family and shit like that. But I mean, I can do that on any holiday, really. And
It just adds another holiday.
yeah. And I mean, nobody in Africa is celebrating that shit.
It's a really long article.
I mean, like the only reason most of us are celebrating it is because we're stuck here and we speak English.
Since 1861, that's when George Lincoln, Abraham, made a declaration on Thanksgiving for all government departments being closed on Thanksgiving. He said it now needs national recognition and authoritative fixation only. Okay.
He also declared that the NFL specifically will feature games only against the Lions and the Cowboys.
And that
Those are the
somebody,
only two teams that get any publicity on Thanksgiving.
somebody has to mate a bunch of different turkeys with autism and different mutations till they end up with a 8-legged turkey. Yeah, I don't know. Thanksgiving was before 74 years before that. So George Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln can't really say Thanksgiving is about soldiers.
Mm-mm.
But he used that as kind of a way to make it a national, like everybody gets the day off.
Yeah.
In the government. So guys, like, he's kind of got like a little bit of truth in all of his lies.
Or it just got exaggerated over the years.
Yeah, you know. I'm okay with the holiday, you know. Not really. Ever since then, though, I've noticed that ever since that whole Obama thing with protesters getting sprayed and shit, I've noticed a lot more people taking the time to recognize like the true history behind Thanksgiving and like
Columbus Day.
Yeah, and Columbus Day. Like, yeah, I'm gonna celebrate Columbus Day and Thanksgiving. Like, do Jews celebrate fucking Hitler's birthday? I don't think so. What the fuck are you talking about, man? But Thanksgiving, I don't know. I think a lot of people think I'm really angry. I make myself look very angry on this day on purpose just to make people feel uncomfortable.
Just dish out a little bit of white guilt on
Yes.
the side. With
I don't
gravy.
get very many days to do so. Most of the time people think I'm Mexican. But now I can, like, I'll wear my shirt I've been wearing all day when I go to the stores, just to give a little, like, hey, I'm really here. I'm not a fairy tale or a story
or a unicorn or some shit.
Yeah. Yo, man, you see the way British people are. There's like a boys club in England, and they celebrate Native Americans by dressing up in loincloths with.
They do that shit in Germany.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yep. And the headgear and all that shit, and they do woo-woo shit and run around like fucking the movies.
Stereotypical
Yep.
celebration.
I haven't seen that, but the German shit cracks me up because it's nothing even remotely stereotypical to like native culture except for like the dress. But like how they dance and shit is very German.
Yeah.
It looks like, remember what Blade was it where they had to go to Germany in a nightclub? That's what it looks like, but with like the stereotypical like native Halloween costumes and shit.
Oh man. Those things, it's so funny that people still wear those. Oh man.
That's depressing news.
Oh, we just got some depressing news, everybody. It's supposed to snow tomorrow.
I got a shovel.
I already knew about that. I wasn't going to, yeah. But if you think about it, there's like Aborigines in multiple continents around the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all pretty much the same thing that happened in the U.S.
Yeah, yep. Actually, some fucked up shit's going on right now in like the Amazon.
That's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, but it's getting worse, and it's like blatant as fuck, and ain't nobody doing a motherfucking thing about it.
From what I hear, the Aboriginals in Australia are in a bad way for the most part. Like they're doing the stereotypical drunk native shit out there now.
Hey, you know what? Fuck the people, man. The koalas ain't got nowhere to live now. They're functionally extinct right now. I'm not even kidding you.
Why is this?
They removed the habitat, the trees.
Yep, and then the giant
There
bushfire.
can't be no trees in Australia.
The bushfire took out the rest of their habitat.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And
So.
trees take a while to grow, so in order to replenish that, you have a lot of homeless koalas in the meantime.
Oh man, they're gonna be the first dodo of the mammals.
Pandas are pretty close. Those fucking guys won't fuck for nothing.
Nope.
No matter how many Viagras you give them and fucking porns.
Well, the male pandas want to just stay at home and play dating sims all day, and the female pandas want to have jobs and live their lives. So,
And go traveling and shit. And Snapchat with their drinks. And hang out with their friends. While they're...
Too busy living their lives and being young.
Yep. And then next thing you know, their
Tied
you don't want to be
uterus...
tied down.
Yeah. Exactly. And then the next thing you know, the birth rate drops and everybody's old, and then they want to have kids and they're all mutated because their DNA's fucked.
Or they're just infertile and can't have children.
Yep. So they're like buying babies from third world countries. Look at me. Look at me and my little black baby.
They adopt black bears.
Yep. Yep.
And then the polar bear. Gotta get one of those.
Yep. Those are dying out. I was just
They
fucking
if you
thinking.
mix them together, you'll come up with a panda.
Yeah. It happens in the hood. I seen it. Sprout knows what I'm talking about. We see those raccoon chicks around.
Mm-hmm. Look like they ain't slept in 20 years.
Mm-hmm. All they know how to do is eat hot chips and lie.
All they know is charge their phone, twerk.
Oh man.
Eat McDonald's.
Eat McDonald's. That's true. That is so bad.
My son hit me with that meme at like 10 o'clock this morning. Here, I don't want to paraphrase it. Let me just pull it out real quick.
Paraphrase it. You're very good at paraphrasing.
Go ahead and play it here. It's hilarious.
Oh man.
Everybody knows goals went off the 1993 Can Cook. All they know is Thursday phone, eat McDonald's, truck.
Oh wait, why did it stop? No.
Everybody knows.
Come on, phone.
Oh yeah.
Knows goals went off the 1993 Can Cook. All they know is Thursday phone, eat McDonald's, truck. Be bisexual, eat hot chip.
Be bisexual. Be bisexual.
I was dead at be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie.
Oh man, that's like when you look at Tinder or any of that shit, that's like 99% of what the people are really saying when they say.
Basic.
Yep, basic.
I was at work like a week or so ago, and this dude comes up. He's got like a fucking like a liter of Jack in one hand, and he's got a variety 12-pack of White Claw in the other hand. And I was like, anything else besides these? He's like, yeah, the White Claw's not for me though. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that's a really basic bitch drink. And he's like, that's who it's for. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, she's waiting in the car right now.
That dude's just trying to get his dick wet.
Hey, some men can be basic bitches too.
Oh yeah, motherfucking starting to turn. Like I listen to Joe Rogan, and a lot of motherfuckers starting to listen to Joe Rogan are pretty basic ass dudes, kind of making me not want to listen to Joe Rogan.
Remember that tweet I sent you with the guy that was knocking the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yep.
And he was like, you're probably listening to Joe Rogan podcast while you're powerlifting at Planet Fitness, and like 90% of those people were either like, holy shit, I'm at Planet Fitness right now, or holy shit, I'm listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, or both, or you can't powerlift at Planet Fitness, bro. And in the original post, he said something about smoking weed, and like everybody else was like, can't do that sober November, bro, or no, sober October, bro. And every time somebody responded like that, he would just like respond with like a glass slipper gift from Cinderella, like the shoe fits.
Yep. Oh, that's so bad.
That guy's classy.
Yep. I remember listening to Joe Rogan before it was cool.
I remember when you started listening to Joe Rogan.
That was years ago.
When Joe Rogan was like recording in his living room.
Joe Rogan.
Yep. It was all I ever did way back. It was like 6 years ago. Maybe a little bit longer. I was still with Chantel, I think. Yeah.
That was, you guys moved into Jamie's, and that's when we had the gym.
Yep.
And that's all you talked about.
It was Joe Hogan.
I don't think I would have even known Joe Rogan had a podcast if it wasn't for you.
I found out because I watched, I was looking more on Dave Foley because I love news radio. And I saw that Joe Rogan had a podcast with Dave Foley. And I was like, sweet. And I watched it. And then I was like, let me watch what else they got. And then I watched everything before then. And then I was like caught up. And then I actually fell behind once he got to like 1,000. After 1,000, I'm like, I ain't keeping up with this shit no more. You fucking kidding me? Yeah. I watched.
He's at like 18.
No, he's at
like 1380 something now or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. He's almost 1,400 now, actually, which is a lot of fucking episodes. We've got some really cool conversations with some interesting people.
Did you see that one with Donnell Rawlings?
Yep, that's one of my good ones.
That's a good one.
I pick and choose now because there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to get caught up.
There's so many.
Oh, there's no catching up.
No.
Not now.
It's like catching up to One Piece. They're at like 11.
Your best bet is just to fucking get the clips, like the cliff notes for the episodes.
Yeah, there's like a whole YouTube channel where it's just got like 20-minute clips that cover like the major topics and like
the episodes and shit. Yeah, that.
Just getting caught up with this true crime podcast, I'm like way behind.
Oh,
so.
There's like a history podcast. If you like, that one's really good. What was it? Hardcore History.
Hardcore History is good.
It's the fucking shit.
You should check out Crime Town. That one's really good.
That's on my save playlist.
It's so good. I think they got a second season out now. I haven't heard the second season yet, but the first season was so good. It was dope, so dope. Like it's just like this whole town on the East Coast. I think it's like either Boston or Rhode Island or some shit like that. Like some city out there, and it's all ran by the mafia basically. Like the mayor had ties with the mafia. He was like beating the shit out of people with like pipes and hammers and shit. Like it was bad. It was just bad town. But it's such a good podcast. Like they talk about like all the heists that they were plotting and everything. It was fucking crazy. I want to see what the second season's about because I don't know if it's about that same town or not.
Or if they moved to a new one.
Yeah, I think they might have moved to a new one because I know at both the beginning and the end of the first season because it was mostly about that mayor that was involved, and in the first and last episode they have clips of those people like who are still to this day talking about how great of a mayor he was and how much they loved him, and a lot of them don't believe that he was involved in the crime even though he was like prosecuted for the shit.
That's funny. A lot of people think OJ is still innocent.
Yeah.
OJ is innocent.
Exactly.
Of madness.
No.
No, I mean, he's guilty of madness. He's innocent
it's of sanity, being
yeah.
sane. You done fucked up, Sprout.
Goofed. Call the internet police.
You big goof. I was thinking about taking that T-Rex costume and going and shoveling because I was like, that's like my own little atmosphere in there that I could heat up while I'm shoveling. You know what I mean?
It'd be funny to see a dinosaur in this
Right.
modern ice age shoveling.
It would be.
But
But-
the T-Rex doesn't really have arms.
No, it couldn't make a bed if it wanted to.
No, he couldn't.
Nope. That's
He
why
touched his
T-Rex
toes.
never can't jerk off.
No.
Can't wipe his own ass.
Very lonely life.
No.
Can't lay
You
sideways
need-
on the couch.
You actually need somebody as a T-Rex. Otherwise, it's a fucking very hard life. So, get your shit together,
Andy Dick
T-Rexes.
was big.
And that's why they went extinct. It wasn't nothing to do with the fucking giant ass meteor that hit the Yucatan or anything.
Well, if you think about it, even in companionship, they couldn't really hug each other.
They didn't need to. They just had their tongues out.
They just dapped.
Yeah, they wrapped their tongue around each other. And they had long tails that they just rubbed.
How would-
If I had a tail, I'd rub my tail all over your face, if like for affection. You like that, huh?
How would reproduction work with that odd
How do chickens fuck?
anatomy? Yeah, well,
It's a very interesting sight. It looks like somebody got their head cut off, and they're attached. It's just a lot of flapping. It's a lot of loose feathers. It looks painful.
Because I mean, like chickens and T-Rexes are kind of similarly built.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't really have much like upper support to hold on to
Yeah.
anything, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Like they had to just jump on it. It looked like Jamaican hood dancing. You ever seen that shit? Or the,
I know what you're
dudes
talking about.
jumping from the tables and shit onto chicks' asses.
Doing cool wrestling moves to jump on the ass.
Or fucking spinning around on her butt. That's my favorite.
Never
one
in
to
my
watch.
life have I seen a man do a shooting star press onto some ass until I seen some Jamaican booty dancing videos.
Yup. That shit looks like it hurts. Like my pubic bone. It's very thrusty. And it involves a lot of athleticism. And you kind of have to be Jamaican.
I feel this is why I don't go to clubs, man, because like dancing amongst members of my community is tiring work, and I'm a bad dancer as it is. But now you expect me to like one, keep rhythm, two, have stamina as if I can just run 8 miles every day, and
It's
then
funny. You kind of do look like Steve Martin when you're around a bunch of other fucking black folks dancing. The
I
jerk.
have an
well, you guys,
excuse.
look, I can do it. What were you saying, Jasmine?
But I have an excuse at least. They look at me and they see white girl. And they see no rhythm. Okay. you just do the basic sway.
I like that.
No, and dancing with me is false advertising because I look like I could dance because
Exactly.
everybody thinks that light-skinned dudes can just dance for some stupid reason. And then
Thank
I dance
Chris
for like,
Brown.
I get like
Kendrick,
10, 15
so-
seconds into it, like, and then
You look like Elaine from Seinfeld.
all over the place and shit.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a stereotype there.
I think that happens a lot more.
Jeremy would be expected to just lean. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well.
Lean back. Yeah.
Your people don't dance; they just pull up their pants and do
The rock away, yep.
Yeah,
And lean
okay.
back.
Yeah,
And lean
I
back.
figured.
We lean back. Yeah. No, I dance. I just don't get very many occasions. Usually at weddings and things like that.
You don't club dance.
I don't club dance anymore.
I dance when glow sticks are involved.
And a lot of drugs.
Everybody's a good dancer on drugs.
Fuck yeah. And strobe lights.
If you're not, it doesn't matter.
If
Nope.
it's a strobe light, you look like you can dance.
I remember when I was living in Hawaii, me and my friends used to go out to raves and shit like all the time. We'd do a bunch of ecstasy, and for some dumbass reason, my ass thought I was Usher.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm such a good dancer, you guys. Look at me go.
I think DDR had something to do with that
I didn't
too.
play DDR till I came back.
I digress. I believe he DDR'd his whole life.
Maybe I was just born with the innate skill of DDR dancing, and that's
all
just
I
how I
know.
dance now. It's just
DDR. I remember when you first danced DDR, you kept your hands down to your side, like they were not going anywhere. It was like they
like
were,
I have to stand at attention and play DDR at the same time.
dude. They were pointed straight down, like you were a fucking GoBot or something. You know what I mean?
Go back. They don't have elbows.
That's like tap dancing.
It was great. It was.
It does
was
feel like tap dancing.
It looked
now.
like tap dance. He looked like he was Irish dancing.
Doing a jig.
Yep. Like,
Where's the kilt?
it was awesome. I used to love watching
Didn't
that
you
dude.
say that you took tap lessons a long ass time
Yeah, I
ago?
did actually. Donna put me in tap in Boston a long fucking time ago.
So low key, you just be out in the streets like on some Fred Astaire shit.
Yep. I'm not kidding you. I'm like singing in the rain and shit. I like sliding across on my heels.
Do you occasionally dance with cartoon cats
I do. Oh my god, and penguins.
and penguins?
And penguins. You remember that?
Yep.
And I used to tap dance with this really cool black dude from the 90s movies.
You talking about that dude that used to be on Sesame Street all the time?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy?
He died.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He died from cancer.
He's so young.
No, he wasn't. He just looked young. You know how black don't crack. He was light skinned too, which was funny. But yeah,
So you should have been immortal at that point.
I don't know, man. His eyes sucked up a lot of air because they were big. So you know, oxygen kills. I used to tap dance. I don't tap dance anymore, obviously.
Get back into it.
I was thinking about it and was like, let's do some tap hop.
That sounds kind of cool.
It does. It sounds like
Tap crunk dancing.
tap crunk. I like tap hop. It's like Easter, like drinking on Easter.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a Coyote Ugly sequel.
Yes. We can make it. It would be like Coyote Ugly cross with Magic Mike, but it'd be more like what is that one movie with all the Monty, the full Monty? Yeah, it'll be more like that.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Put that on Broadway, maybe.
Huh?
Yeah.
Make sure you tape our jiggle bits to our bodies so they're not flapping in the wind though, because the older you get, the lower they hang. You know.
You get those Scotch adhesive strips with a double-sided.
Yeah, that's so. Might as well put Velcro on the backside of them, dude.
That's only for those who don't manscape.
You can just Velcro
I'm
it straight to
sure
the
they make
backside.
special tape for that.
They do. I actually, who the fuck
Wait,
was
for
it?
securing your balls or for manscaping?
For that,
For securing.
Okay.
yeah, because I watched a video a long time ago. Me and Chantel, watched a video of this dude taping his junk. I'm like, why are you watching that? And she's like, look, it's amazing. It like goes completely away.
Yeah,
And I'm watching.
And you can shape it to.
It looked like lips.
Yep.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Some drag queens.
What?
Yeah. So they tape their dick to their asshole, basically.
Yeah, between their legs, and you can like kind of shape the tape to make it look like you have
Lips.
What?
Yeah. So they tuck. Okay. So imagine your balls, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you got your dick, and you
Yeah.
pull your dick between your balls, right?
Yeah.
And you tape it.
down.
So now you got these two flaps with your balls hanging in, and then you kind of fold it over your shaft and tape that down to that. And now you got lips.
It sounds so uncomfortable.
Yes. And I was like, what the fuck are you watching?
And then they perform and dance around while said being taped. So they are the true queen.
Sweaty and chafing.
Yup.
Just-
Dick and
ow.
ass, man. Fucking themselves. I don't know if everyone does it. I think a lot of guys let the balls just go.
You might as well.
Yeah.
But
If you're truly dedicated.
if you want to fold your
Somebody
flaps.
was dedicated enough to come up with that method. So.
Yeah, they folded their scrotum flaps, bro.
That's some serious origami skills.
It is. It was fucking pretty gnarly looking.
I
was
never
like,
knew that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm gonna go home and try that out later.
Let me know how that goes. let me know how it goes. Because you tell me some funky shit with your hair, and I'm really curious how removing this tape is going to go.
I mean, you can soak it. It might help loosen it up a little bit, but it's going to be painful.
I really wish you wouldn't have gave him the idea to soak it, because now that's smart.
Was it gonna just rip it off fast like a Band-Aid?
They rip. Might as well. It's like waxing.
Smooth as a watermelon.
Oh, man. Just be careful you don't tear something.
Like the entirety of my phallus.
Or yeah, you're getting up in age, and when the older you get, the thinner the skin gets. And then you know how old people.
You make it seem like I'm like 72.
When old people get those little heart patches on them, you have to slowly take them off because you can rip their skin off. You don't,
Really? That's
yeah.
a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So old people are really zombies.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. Everybody was like, they're reptilians. They're fucking dinosaurs. Nope, they're zombies.
I think they're reptilian zombies because they kind of when their teeth are kind of licking and everything.
Yep.
The people who have their tongues split when they get older.
Oh yeah.
They look reptilian.
Yeah. I'm really kind of curious on how that feels. Anyways,
Wait, in what context?
you know what I mean. Like, I'm just saying, it would feel really cool to have, like,
2 tongues in one.
yeah, it's like one girl, but 2 girls.
Insane. At the same time.
Can each end of the fork do its own
Yes,
thing?
Yeah.
yes, they can move
And you
independently.
Can train it, like, you can train
Yep.
yourself to move it
There's this
how you want.
porn
Really?
star. Yes,
Yeah.
dude, I will send you this porn star I watch, and she's got
It's a thing to split your tongue.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have a friend who
Is that like a
split
weird
her tongue.
piercing thing?
Yeah.
It,
It's like dudes who have their penis, except for it's a tongue.
Wait, there's motherfuckers who are like overcooking the hot dog and splitting it?
Yes, there's legit dudes.
Oh!
I'm not kidding you, and they get hard, and it's like
oh, fuck that.
it is, and they pee out of like right there. So,
Like in the fork?
yes, in the fork in the road is where they pee from. I'm not kidding you.
That's fucked up.
It is. Yeah,
It's got a bad visual. That's so gross.
It's fucking
That's
tripped out.
So
I'm
gross.
like, no fucking way. Yeah. So,
So when they pee, it's like a tiny little girl peeing into a urinal.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's like a tiny little girl with a really big vagina peeing because it's a lot of pee coming out of such small legs. That's
Oh, it comes
like,
out like a Windex bottle?
I think so.
Probably.
Oh.
But anyways, there's this really hot chick with her tongues that's halved. It's a porn star, tons of tattoos, shaved head, She got her tongue thing, and I'm like, that bitch is like, but she's really cute, and I think her personality is nice. You should check her out. She's on Pornhub.
I guess send me a link. I don't know what I'm signing up for, but we're gonna find out.
It's actually not too bad, but the split penis thing is like fucked up. It is.
No, I don't want to link to that.
I'm going to link you to it anyways.
Oh.
You don't know when it's coming either. That's the thing.
You're just gonna open it and be like, what the fuck?
He don't have to worry about it if it's on Snapchat because the motherfucker never, ever goes on there, and I send you shit all the time.
I was just on it today.
Lying motherfucker. Let me see if you check my message, though. This is by, like, one of my best friends here. I was just on Snapchat today.
If you didn't check his message,
I did.
say that you were on today.
We about to find out. Let me find out this motherfucker's when did you just check it out? Okay, what'd I send you?
You sent me a few memes, and one of them... Hold on.
You racist.
One of them, somebody spelled some shit wrong, and he said, I thought the both flew into her mouth or some shit like that.
The both flew into her mouth.
Just change the settings to be like after 24 hours.
I don't know. I expect Sprout to be a better friend than that.
I'm bad at Snapchat lately,
he's
man.
Bad at social media.
I live on Twitter. That's my permanent address.
I'm going to shit on your Twitter. How about that?
How do you guys still live on Twitter?
I don't. I live on Snapchat.
Twitter's a great place.
I just started my Twitter again.
Same Twitter or a new one?
It's the same as my Instagram.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have to add you.
Yeah. Same as my Snapchat.
Snapchat. It's all one lumped in, easy place to
A lot of
find.
my shit's about the same. My Snap and my Instagram and my Twitter are the same.
It makes it simple.
Yep.
It's about, what time is it? Is it Black Friday already? It is almost 8 o'clock.
Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you want a Black Friday?
I'm broke till tomorrow.
So am
Like,
I.
I'm broke till real Friday.
And I got guns.
So you just want to go out and watch people fight each other? I
got fucking weapons. We can take their shit. Motherfucker stole my land today.
Out?
No, I'm just kidding.
Black Friday is not the new purge. So.
It kind of is. There's an old lady that tased the fuck out this couple over a flat screen TV. Bought the TV, took it home,
but she
and
brought
then
it
turned
back.
herself in.
Yeah, she felt bad.
She felt bad. I accidentally purged some people. My bad.
What?
I stabbed somebody when I got Popeyes because I thought that's what you do when you get Popeyes.
Yeah, I finally got to try that chicken sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah,
Yep.
people have been fist fighting for that sandwich for like months, or for however long that sandwich has been out, and I've never got to try them because they were sold out. Finally got to try one like a few days ago, like a week ago, some shit
It's
like that.
not worth
What is
Didn't
it?
have to fight a single person.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. I actually got 2 of them. I got one spicy and one original.
How many have you killed for that sandwich?
Well, this is the first thing I did. I walked in,
Killed a person?
stabbed a person, ordered my sandwich, and was just following protocol. Right? This is how you order a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
This is the only way you can properly pay for a Popeyes.
Yes, one life for one sandwich. That's how it works.
But you required 2.
So I killed somebody else on the way out.
You just need 2 offenses. That's it.
She was pregnant. No, I'm just kidding.
Huh. See, a friend of mine from work brought me the chicken sandwich. He asked me if I wanted one. He went to Popeyes, came back. I asked him, how many people do you have to fight for this chicken sandwich? He was like, none. I don't believe him now. I think he killed a man for 2 chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
3. He had 2 chicken sandwiches. I had a chicken sandwich.
Well, then
What a
you
greedy
probably need 2
bastard.
people.
He was bloodthirsty. I think that's what it was.
He got 3 chicken sandwiches?
Well, one was for me.
5.
No, but he got 3 and you got 1?
Yeah.
That's greedy. He could have gave you a half of one of them.
He asked if he wanted a chicken sandwich.
He should
not
said,
2 chicken sandwiches.
Hey, I know if I'm eating 2 chicken sandwiches, homie's eating 2 chicken sandwiches.
But this is coworker.
I did. Well, shit, should we wrap this up?
Yeah, man.
It's about
that time.
Yeah, Jasmine's got to leave. Oh, and my sister's here.
Hola.
And my mom's over there by the bar getting drunk by herself.
Drunk on some flavored water.
Yep. You know how she gets down.
It's 100% alcohol by volume, that flavored water.
Drunk
Right.
on hydration.
Oh yeah, so back to the original story. Everybody showed up, and we ate Thanksgiving
And pie.
and pie.
The moral of the story is that there's pie.
There is sweet potato pie.
That I did not get a piece. Oh, I got a portion of.
I was so greedy with it. I was like,
It was full. Yeah. That's all I had was sweet potato.
it's the best. It's better than pumpkin pie, in my opinion.
Definitely better than that key lime pie I got sitting at the crib.
Better than that pie you fucked earlier, huh? That apple
Lemon
pie.
meringue is the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what about those McDonald's pies, man?
Oh shit.
They're
those are
aight.
good.
The old ones
The
are
old
better.
ones are way better.
The deep fried ones.
I don't like these new fresh, soggy ones.
All right, well.
Yeah, we're off track. Let's
All right.
call it a night.
Yeah, peace out. I've eaten so much that my stomach is swollen like I'm pregnant, and I gotta take like a baby-sized shit right now that I want to eat.
You're gonna be hungry as fuck as soon as you take that shit.
I'm hungry as fuck right now, but I'm full.
And you're gonna shit and you have like all that room.
I know, and then I'm gonna have to eat a baby's worth.
He's gonna eat a plate of food, and as he's eating it, go take a shit, come back and finish.
I'm gonna sit on the toilet and eat that plate of food. How about that?